Cat and zero out now as he'll kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Ready. Check. Watch 54. 58.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
21. Hey, watch set. Ready to go.
Second and 10 now. Ryan. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. That one will be incomplete. He caught it but could not stay in bounds for the long connection.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have back on their heel.
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Jordan Jenkins in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to fourth down. On fourth down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. Crowder now to return. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Jets will take over first and 10. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, first and 10 at their own 37. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Hey, Steve 6.
A first down throw, Darnold. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there. Get it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second. And Freeman lost the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Desmond Trufant there making the tackle. Tried to get the edge there. The defense just too quick to the ball.
That's what we call total team defense there. Can't get to the edge, no place to move it inside, and then allows everyone else to run to the ball and create a big-time tackle for no gain for the offense.
On second down, It's Bell, and spins away. They'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
We go, son. Hey, cut it right. Watch that in. Hey, Charlie.
Darnold on 3rd down. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Darnold on 1st down. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Check 59, right? Mike, hey, I said.
Now it's Darnold. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for, and it's 3rd down.
I think someone's going to get into QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That would be the 2nd person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted, like you said, to pick on the opening drive. 2nd drive, not much better. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. On the return, Hardy. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it to the basketball.
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Jordan Jenkins picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and
the ball is knocked out. Julio Jones all alone. The 30, 10. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 83 yards. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. New York set to take the field. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? The turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the 2nd one. Now they're hoping to turn into 1st downs and hopefully points.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. From the 50, it's Darnold. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. On 2nd and 10, Darnold. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Darnold completes it. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Quincy Enunwa, 30 yards. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
You. Pick the edge.
Hey, express. 58. Hey, wahoo. 20. Get up.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
But, writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there, Ryan to Jones. 49 yards.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Under crunch. Jim.
Wait. Hey, Ripley.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
On 2nd down now, it's Freeman, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Don't be mad. There's more coming. There's more where it came from.
Ready. Mike 25.
54. Mike 54. Man, I got you.
On 3rd down, Ryan. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Ja'Kai Polite with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The kick by Tavecchio is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
New York set to take the field. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
Got him. Go at him. Right there. 54 Mike. Here it comes. Here it comes. He's coming. He's coming. He's 21.
After the interception, here's Ryan. This will be caught at about the 6. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Tavecchio puts this one through. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop.
And that's caught inside the 35. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 54 yards.
But there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Son. Check my 45. Hey, let's get that ball, team.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
It's now 4th down.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. And here we go on 4th. Darnold finds his target, Montgomery. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Jets can take the lead now with the extra point. Extra point good by Catanzaro. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd.
Falcons 13.
Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 44 yards.
It's your first drive of the second half. You're down on the scoreboard. Maybe you just say to yourself, let's take a shot, see if we can shake them up. And, boy, they hit that one.
Check 13. Check 13. Check 99. Check 99. Check 3. Check 3. 22.
Play action. It's Ryan. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, a 22. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That 2nd down play nets a -4. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
54, south.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Falcons have retaken the lead.
Hey, bye-bye. Hey, Delta. Let's go.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. Back now in Atlanta, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. Darnold from the gun. Letting one go deep for a Nunwa. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Nunwa again the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Back to throw, Darnold. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Well, there was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
The Jets on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Hey, box truck, box truck.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, baby.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. How good has he been throwing the football, though? And despite that incompletion, that's just the third time he's been off target this entire game.
And Brandon, I've been on the other side of this equation, trying to defend a guy who's been this hot, and it chips away at your confidence. And when you're not confident when you're trying to defend, it makes you slower to the football, and it leads to more completions for them.
He's got Sanu. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They convert on third with a gain of 22.
Check, walk 54, walk 54. Let's get that ball, let's get that ball.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Mike, got him. Mike's 5-4. Watch the slant, watch the slant.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left, and then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Hey, check. Check 24. Let him go.
On third down, Devontae Freeman. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On second down, Freeman. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Hey, Tuesday.
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, 20, 10. And can you believe this? A big mistake leads to a defensive touchdown. And they're a point away from tying this thing up. Point after now from Catanzaro. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Ryan to throw. The left side completion to Jones. Julio Jones all alone. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready in the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Push him back. Push him back.
They'll look to throw. He finds an opening past the 40. This one caught by Crowder. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Here we go.
Darnold now to throw. Gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
11.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. Now Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.